Welcome to my second video in the beginner series. So I'm using this ball of yarn. I decided to use 2 strands of it just to make the work more firm, and also I'm using the 3mm crochet hook. I always love using smaller crochet hook for my work. And then I am going to be using some tapestry needles and some stitch markers. So let's get it started. So today I'll teach you how to make a slip knot, how to make the chain, how to hold your hook, and also how to make the single crochet. So let's get it started. So the first thing is how to put the wool on your finger. So if you are left-handed, you roll the wool on your right hand. If you are right-handed, you roll the wool on your left hand. So I'm right-handed, I'll be rolling the wool on my left hand, on my index finger actually. So I've seen a couple of people do theirs this way. I don't really like that, so I really don't know how they do it. So just do the one that is comfortable for you. So how I roll mine is I use my index finger of my left hand, and then I roll it this way. So I roll it towards the tail, not from the tail. So let's say I have this strand of yarn, this is the tail, so I roll it towards it this way. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it till you have a smaller tail. That's what I do. And then the next thing is you make a slip knot. So if you're trying to make anything like a bag or something that has to do with chains, the first thing you do is slip knots. So the way you slip knot is that you just make a circle. Just make any type of circle. You can make it anyhow. Just make sure that the tail is facing up, is up like this, and then the other body of the wool is under it this way. Then when you do this, the next thing you're going to do is that you're going to put your 2 fingers, your middle finger and your index finger of the right hand, losing a bit of wool like I did just now. Then you pull it out with your 2 fingers, your thumb and your index finger, and you pull it out. So that's like the easiest way. Or just make any knot, the way you know how to make a knot. Just make sure the knot is a knot that is looseable, not a tightened knot. So you can see I'm losing the back. So that's basically how to do it. Like I said, make a circle, make sure the tail is up and the other body of the wool is down. So another way is that you take your crochet hook, you could take your hook, then put it under, not like this, under the hole, then you yarn over. So you pull it out of the hole and you tighten the work. Did you see what I just did? I'll do that again. So I made the hole like I explained. Then put your your hook into the hole. Then you take it from left, you pull it out of the hole, and then you tighten the work. So I hope we're able to get that. So I guess I'll just make that slower. So now how to hold the hook. So for holding the hook, this is how I hold mine, mostly like this, with my thumb and my index finger. So I could literally walk like this, like without all the tails, all the other fingers being involved. As you can see, my hand, no other one is involved. So mostly this is what I do, but I don't work how scattered as I was doing my hand. But yeah, that's what I do when I'm working. But then let's make another slip knot. So what you do is that you hold your hook whichever way is comfortable for you. This is how I hold mine. Just make sure it is firm a bit, not too tight, and it's flexible. Just make sure it's something that is flexible. You can see I'm doing my hand, so you can try doing this a couple times and I'm sure you'll be able to get it. Now let's move on to making the chain. So now that we know how to hold our hook this way, your thumb by your index finger. So I put it into the hole that we just made the slip knot. Then we're going to yarn over into the hole, pull through into the hole. So what I'm going to do now is that I'll take it from left, This is left, this is my left, out. Make sure the hook and the yarn, they are already connected. You can see the mouths, and then you pull it out. So you take it from left out, from your left, pull it out of that hole, left and pull it out of the hole, left, pull it out of the hole. That's what we're going to do and continue. So it's like this, pull it out. So continue. I'm going to make a chain of 10, so I'm going to count in now to see how many chain I have. So how you count your chain is that you do it this way. So you count the V's. So this is one V, so this is the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10. So I have 10, complete 10. So to start building on this 10, I have to do a turning chain. So I'll chain 1. This is going to serve as my turning chain. So let me use this to show you this is the turning chain. So I'm not going to put any work into this. So the one I'm going to start my single crochet on is going to be this next one. I hope that is visible enough. Then after this pink one, I move on to the purple. After the purple, I move on to the light pink. So that's how you do it. You can see that all of them are lining up on the same line. So I'm not working this way. I'm not working from here, then I'm going under here. This is going to make your work look very tattered. So if you're working here, you're working this way straight all the way across till you get to this last one here. So that's why you have to make sure that your chain is also very straight. So I hope we're able to get that. So now you can see the hole is more visible now. Similar to the way we did the chains, I'm going to put my hook into this 10th one. Then I'm going to pull out of that hole. So now I have two loops on my hook. So I'm going to pull out of those 2 by yarning over. I hope we were able to get that. I'm going to use my stitch marker to mark the first single crochet we did so that we don't mess it up. So I'm going to move into the next one, put my hook inside, pull it out of the hole, just similar to the way we did our chains. You take it from left and then pull out of one, pull out of the second. I'll be able to get that. So I'll do it again, pull it into the third one, pull it out of it, pull through all the 2. So that's what we're going to do all the way across, and I'll meet you at the 10th. I'm currently working on the 10th one, so I'm going to pull it into the hole, pull it out, pull through all the 2. So this is what we have now. So since I'm building on the chain, I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. So now we have these V's that are showing on top like this. So let me use my tapestry needle to show you what I mean. So these are V's. They look like V. They look like something plated. So exactly, these are where we're going to put our hook into and pull out of that. So these are them. So make sure yours is also 10 or the chains that you counted. So after chaining 1, what I do now is that I'll put it into this first V here, not the chain 1. You can see the chain 1 is also looking like a V. Don't put anything into this chain 1. It is not part of the 10th one. It's just a turning chain. So you put it into this one, and then you pull out of that V. After pulling out, you have 2 loops on your hook. Then pull through those 2. The same way you put it into the V, pull it out, pull through the 2 loops. So just similar to how we did in the first row, that's how we're going to do the second row. And another thing is that you can Always mark your beginning and the last so that you don't forget where your where your single crochet started from, or whatever stitch you're using to work started from. So I'll be doing this also in the third row, and I'll meet you in the sixth row. So just a repeat of the second row. You chain one after you get to the end. I will do that in the third row because I'm almost there now. So this is the last one of the second row. So I'm chaining one, then I'll turn my work. So this is how I turn the work. This is it. This was the way I was working before. So I'll turn it to my left. I hope you understand. It was like this, then we'll turn it to our left. So you put it into the next V, pull out, pull through all two. Don't forget I did change one before I did my turning. So that's how we're going to do until we get to the sixth row. Let me know as a beginner what you would like to learn first, what project you like to work on first, because after I finish the series of the basic stitches, I would be posting some simple tutorials on how to do a bag, how to do a cap, a hat, and the like. So just let me know which one you would like to see first so that I can make the tutorials on that. And also let me know if you have an issue, if you're unable to get a particular stitch that you've been trying to work on, and then I can look into that. And if it's too fast from your hand, you can also put the speed on 0.75 or 0.5. So currently I'm ready on my fifth row, and I'll soon be on the sixth one, and I will see you on the sixth row. So I'm currently working on the sixth row. You can make your chain longer or smaller depending on if you're just trying to make a practice swatch. Swatch is like a small piece of crochet work that's used for like practicing if this is the needle you want to use, if this is the hook you want to use, if this is the thread that is okay for the work you want to do, the project you want to do, and the likes. So it just depends. So this is how mine is looking. You can see that we have a straight edge, we have a straight edge here also. So this is how my single crochet is looking at the end of the sixth row. So now I'm going to teach you how to. So now that we're at the end of our work, you chain one just like as if you want to turn. After chaining one, you make it longer, then you cut it. I'm currently not with my scissors, so you cut it, and then you're done with the work like that. So what we're going to do is I'll teach you how to weave in the ends using this other tail, the beginning tail. So I love using my iron tapestry needle, so I'll use that now. So you pull it out of the hole like this. So what you're going to do is that you're going to look for a convenient position to weave in the ends. So what I do is that I just look for a position that it is that I can pull it in throughout. So as you can see, this looks like a line. So I'm just going to pull through all of those. Try to make my needle work inside all of those before I pull my yarn out of it. So I'm going to do that. This might take a couple of minutes before you are done with weaving the ends. So this is how you do it. So I'll pull it. Because this is a single crochet, it's kind of tighter, so I'm just going to pull it. So you can see it's making the word look rugged now. So what I'm going to just straighten it. So if you straighten it, you're going to be able to get the result that you want. So when you're satisfied, then you cut the excess out. So you can weave it in as much as you want, as long as you want. So this is mine. So I'm satisfied with this, and I will cut this off, and that's it. So that's the end of making the single crochet. Another thing I want to mention is that you are going to be working at the back, the parts you're going to be weaving in at the back, the part where you know that you are not going to, it's not going to be the face of your project. So this is going to be like the face of our project. I hope you understand. So I'll see you in the next tutorial. The next tutorial will be on how to make half double crochet. and then we'll do the double crochet, the treble crochet, and just let me know whatever project you want to work on and what project you would like me to do tutorial on, and I will get to that. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.